Welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, P.I. McLeod. Just scrolling through the initial rigmarole, logging in this moment. Someone once asked me recently when the next Immortal Hulk cover was coming out of S.H.I.E.L.D. resupply, and I unfortunately had to tell them that, hey, it wasn't until day 3,100. Thankfully, they're only around 2,900 when they said it, so they don't have too much longer to wait, but I mean, that's still a 200-day difference. It's kind of big when you think about it. But anyways, what are we here for today? Nothing too big, nothing too much. We just need to crash the Titans before it fades into obscurity. There's just unstable ISO going on right now. There's no special events. Already did a pull for Moon Knight recently. So let's just kind of keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. Wow, that's a lot of null shards. You can basically buy 2 null covers for 35 bucks. Dang. That's crazy. And they're colorless, and if you think about it. Anyways. Crash the Titans versus Green Goblin. He's not much of a threat nowadays. I mean, he's still a 5-star. He's still going to do 5-star match damage, and they put all 13 covers on him in arguably the best spots. Let's go over it real quick. His black is his Goblin Glider. It's like 8 AP, and so relatively cheap. You know, it's like mid-priced, I guess you could say, for nowadays costs. It does a ton of damage. It's really a good nuke. It only has one drawback. You can't use it back to back. It has this 2-turn countdown, this timer that it makes, that if that timer gets, like while the timer's out there, you can't use the ability. If that countdown gets destroyed before, matched, whatever, before it ends, then you don't have your glider anymore. It's gone. You can't use that black power. So, kinda stinks. But, you know, I'm going to skip his purple to say, in comes his yellow to the rescue. His yellow is a passive that states that he fortifies X amount, which is, at 5, I want to say it's 3 tiles, but it might be like 2 at 3, 3 levels. Anyways, fortifies 2 to 3 countdown or repeaters every turn, just passively. It's really good. And no, it's not meta. No, it's not gonna, make him win the day. But use that with the right characters and it gets ugly. Think about it. It's free fortifications every turn. You know anyone that uses fortifications? Shoot, I do. Or how about tiles that when you match them get an effect? Well, now you can match them again because they're fortified. 5-star Iceman comes to mind. Just a thought. Anyways, that all said, his purple is probably the most versatile ability. It's not necessarily the best. Here's the deal. What it is, he throws out pumpkin bombs based on a color you select. You select any of them, red, blue, green, whatever. And the color of pumpkin bomb you select does a different thing. So red is like pure damage, whereas like yellow, I want to say, is like healing, I think, if I remember correctly. Black makes strike tiles. No, attack tiles. I apologize. But you get the idea. It's like there's effects on them. It's kind of similar to 5-star Professor Xavier's purple ability as well. The only difference is here, Green Goblin makes multiple of them, so he can get the effect multiple times, arguably better, but they're all countdowns. So, of course, he's going to fortify them, but that means there's still up to be removed, destroyed, etc. somehow. You can still have your plans foiled. All in all, he's not a bad character. It's just, he's not quick and dirty either. He's going to take time to do his thing. Probably his most deadliest thing is just his straight up black power. If you can just hit someone with that, it's usually a ton of damage and it's devastating. So with all that being said, let's see who we're going against him with. Shuri, which, that's funny. So, you've heard me talk about her before. Let's remove these boosts. But let's go into it again one more time if you're not acquainted. Her red is kind of the cream of the crop. I mean, it's the reason we do this stuff here. I mean, I should say it's the blue, but the red helps out the blue. We'll start with the blue, I guess. So it's a passive. As long as there's 5 fortified tiles on the board, enemy powers cost 3 AP more, and friendly powers cost 3 AP less. That's like a 6 AP difference between you. It's crazy. It's great. It's amazing. And with all the amount of people that can do fortifications out there, there's so many good ways to get that rolling. This is a devastating thing. When this happens, all of a sudden everything you use that's not passive, I'm staring at you for a moment there with like finger quotes raised, is basically, I want to say neutered, but you get the idea, you know? And all of a sudden your stuff gets better. Let's talk about it on the best note of it though. Your things being 3 AP cheaper is amazing. So now if you do have a goblin on your team, for example, that goblin glider only costs 5. This is another reason why Heimdall works so good with her. He's got good cheap abilities, and he's got an ability that makes things cheaper based on the amount of fortifieds on a certain color. So like for every fortify on a blue abilities are 1 AP cheaper. It's kind of ridiculous how well they work together. Anyways, let's go skip to the red, like I was making mention of earlier. For 8 red, she fortifies 6 tiles. And removes a random enemy fortified special tile. Yay! But you get the point. There's like, you're making more than enough fortifications out there to get her passive rolling. She's very self-sufficient in this regard, except she needs the red to do this. Also, whenever you match a fortified tile, deal some damage. That's beautiful. If you can't understand already, this is how we're beating Goblin today. If he puts out his purple, he's going to fortify him. He's going to make Shuri's stuff cheaper. He's going to make his own stuff more expensive. And we're going to match those fortifications to deal damage to him. Finally, there's her green. It is actually pretty good, especially if you bump it up to 5. You know, it deals over 10,000 damage. It costs 11 green. It better do over 10,000 damage. And destroys 5 random tiles. If one of those is a fortified tile, it stuns enemy for 3 turns. That's awesome. But I have it at 3 because the other 2 abilities are too nice not to have way up there. It only does 3,000 damage here and stuns enemy for 2 turns. But I think it's enough. It's enough. I don't focus on her green when I'm running her solo. Let's call it what it is. In this point, what we're doing is if he throws out his glider, if he throws out his purple, his pumpkins, we're hoping he fortifies them as quick as possible so we can match them, do the damage through her passive, and maybe have enough green built up by that point to nail one for a stun. Okay? Ready? Let's do it. So we kind of want to let him have the purples and the blacks, if you think about it. He needs to throw out his glider. He needs to throw out his pumpkin bombs. And to be fair, his black is only going to do 5,800 to us because he's only level 270. If you hit a real Green Goblin, meaning a actual champed Green Goblin with this, that's a lot more damage. He will do a lot more damage to that black. These purple pumpkin bomb steals AP, yellow heal. Oh no, yellow puts out protection. My apologies. Red does damage. Blue does a stun. Green destroys random tiles. And black makes... Oh, black does make strike tiles. I thought it made attack tiles. My apologies. Oh yeah, I forgot yellow wasn't just passive. There was an active. Reduced up to 3 random friendly countdowns by 1. But we're not using it for that. No one really ever does. They use it for the fortification. So, anyways, we want reds. We want greens. Oh yeah, of course, you probably should see this. We have her Shuri's Lab on as a support. That's synergy perk down there. At the start of the turn, if there are at least 4 fortified tiles of a color in the board, gain 1 AP in that color. So it's okay. But rank 3, rank 2, rank 3 is really good. So supporter character makes a red match has a chance to gain 2 extra red AP. When there's a supporter character makes a match, has a chance to fortify a friendly special tile. You can see why this is good on her. One of the few instances where, you know, someone's own support is actually good for them. So I'm going to wait to fire her red for just a moment. I kind of want to have a couple tiles out there. And let's just do it. Oh, that's why. I wanted those reds up there, and it's perfect. I matched them both, so I did that passive damage. Oh, I didn't turn my animations on. I apologize, everyone. Should we do it now? The game's probably over like real soon, but hey, we'll do it now just in case, right? Come on, Goblin, grab some purple and black so we can see some abilities. My apologies for hitting you so hard. I didn't mean to do that. At least not yet. Oh, that was my fortifications. We'll do this. Oh, I didn't see that there. Okay, we're ready to do her red again so we can see the animation. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, let's hit that black now. Just for that. Maybe he can fire off his purple finally? Go on. There he is. So he doesn't do the damage right away. Those will go off, and it's going to be annoying, but he should be dead by then, right? Right. So let's, like, I don't know, do that? Sure. So he fortified him. And then, oh yeah, we'll kill him right here. Boop. Yay, for fortified tiles. There you go. And that's that. Shuri is honestly pretty darn good. I wouldn't say she's meta, never would, but if you're going to run a fortified base team for some reason, one way or the other, Shuri is your answer for fortifications. She's probably numero uno you should think about, even over 5-star characters. 5-star characters that run fortifications like Odin and Heimdall look to her for support more often than another 5-star because she helps make things cheaper for them and more expensive for the enemy. And that right there alone is worth anything else. It's worth more than anything else. Also, I've said it before, I'll say it again, Shuri's one of her better friends in this game is Lizard. For, what, 7 purple AP? Put out 4 fortified repeaters that keep refortifying themselves? Yes, please. So, anyways, that's it. That's the Crash of the Titans for Shuri for today against Green Goblin. And I'll see you guys pretty darn soon. We're going to have to do, I don't know, there's got to be a poll coming up soon for well, maybe not real soon, but Moon Knight's going to eventually join Latest Legends, so I'll wait for that. And of course, there'll be more Crash the Titans and other stuff coming up soon enough. So, thanks again. I'll see you guys later. Bye.